This is Dennis Sytsma, Homestead, Florida, USA. Dennis John Sytsma Productions. In future, I said I was going to add an aftermarket battery isolation relay to take the load off the poorly designed electrical system in this 94 Astro van that I've had since new. And it comes with instruction for this nice battery isolator relay made by a company that I can't pronounce, BIR80, and it's windy and everything's blowing around when I'm trying to film. But anyway, the relay's here sitting around somewhere. There it is. Okay, there's the relay. I'm going to add this later to take the relief, because I keep blowing up my ignition switch. It burns out, and studying my power distribution manual, I see checking at the Windows circuit breaker, the 30 amp, the power ACC circuit breaker 30 amp. I got no power coming in from the B fused link, but I've already checked the link, but I've got it backfed because these fused links always fail at the bulkhead, so behind the battery. So I've cut all four and I've run them directly to the battery positive, and I marked them fused link A, B, C, and D. And I'll clean up the wiring later. I'm not happy with it, and I keep my wiring stuff in kits so I can run on the go and work on boats or cars or whatever with my kit ready to go, with my continuity tester and digital voltmeter and test light. But for quick checks, your best friend is a test light and a fused source. Like here, I've run a jumper through a 5 amp fuse so I can apply power where it's missing. And coming down here to the fuse block, I see I got power. I got power here, and but I have no power where I should have it on fuse block leak B. So I pulled the circuit breaker, and I'm going to apply power. And when I get power applied, then I notice my windows work. My electric windows work again when I apply power to one side of the circuit breaker, and the other side I get blowers. But usually what burns us out all the time at the ignition switch, which is a pain in the butt to change. But normally when I put full power on the rear, on this connector, the rear blower, and this switch always fails, so I'm going to rewire that too. Anyway, this is what I plan to do to solve my problem, and I don't have the ignition switch, otherwise I'd install it right now. But in the meantime, I'm going to do some more diagnostics. But I'm able to start and run it even with the bad. Whatever's wrong is wrong. So the rest we ferret out as we go with the test light and the service manuals and the research to find out why I don't have power at where I would expect to have it. But at least I know my windows work and my blowers work and all this stuff, so now it's a matter of restoring power. And I think these are logical as they are set up here on the fuse block 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, left to right. I'm not sure, or maybe right to left on the fuse block. I haven't figured it all that out yet. Eventually I may, and then mark them what's what, A, B, C, and D for the fused links. But one of the fused link goes directly to the ABS brakes. And I got other wiring I got to do to clean up some of the... I've had people work on this vehicle and I'm not happy with their wiring, so I got to identicize it. Like what I was telling you about the compressor switch missing, and I put a new connector on that. Oh, that's the other thing I can check when I apply power. See if the air conditioning works with power applied, with the thing running. Apply power where I don't have it. Yeah, the air conditioner kicked in and the compressor's running. So, and I only got a 5 amp fuse in here. And in the past I've had that solenoid on the steering column short out and kill it too, so I could unplug that. Sometimes that shorts out. The problem is when you lose that, you lose power to the computer fuse and your transmission doesn't want to work. So you think you got a transmission problem because you got no VSS voltage for the voltage sender and no power for the 4L60E transmission. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. And I'm still recording. Why am I still recording?